Hello everyone, welcome to NBL1 for round 11 as we pass the halfway mark and we're off and running. Tonight we are taking on the Knox Raiders, Hobart taking on Knox. Roll Riggs, Justin Bryan in commentary with you. And JB, let's kick it. Let's state the obvious for those people that follow JB on social media. It's his birthday today. The birthday boy is in the house. Hello JB and welcome. But let's turn our attention to this game. Knox third on the ladder in the women's, Hobart 12th, but Hobart trying to get a win tonight to edge up closer to that top 8.
Scary enough, as Willie Joseph said during the week, that Hobart are still somewhat in playoff position, and I tell you what, with the way you've seen them over the last 2 months, everyone would wonder whether they're meant to be in the competition at times, Ronald, but they managed to scrape a win over Launceston last weekend, and they're going to look to build on that at home against Knox, who are going to prove to be a tough matchup, probably as tough as Geelong a few weeks ago.
Absolutely, JB, for Knox, and hello to everyone watching out at the Knox region in the Warrantia area outside of Melbourne. They're in good form at the moment, JB. They're right up there obviously they're going to hopefully lock in a playoff spot very soon. What do we expect from this Knox team?
Well, what shouldn't we expect, really? I mean, they're dominating their opponents all across the floor. They're scoring efficiently. They're out-rebounding them. Not a tremendous amount of height in this side, but a gutsy side that really hustles for the ball. And I mean, we're going to be looking at a tough matchup here. They're going to be keen to really stop any momentum that the Huskies have, as Coach Willie Joseph said during the week. The girls are just trying to find themselves as a group and really gel and really bond for the second half. And Knox really want to put a dagger in any playoff chances. And tonight is a great opportunity here at home. I mean, for Knox, leading the way so far this year has been Lauren Scherf. She's been a veteran of this level of competition for some while now, over 21 points a game, totaling over 12 rebounds a game as well, going with 3 assists. She's had a tremendous year so far and has to be in MVP conversations as well. I mean, a player like Rebecca Ott, she's having 16 points a game along with 3 rebounds, 3 assists as well. Been a devil defensively as well. She's been a great player for them. Meanwhile, it's been Abigail Weerung as well, 14.8 a game. Over 5 assists a game, almost 5 rebounds a game. So she's good to chip around the team as well. This Knox team, a very well-rounded squad, Ronald. Oh,
absolutely they are, and that's why they are sitting third on the ladder for that reason. Hobart, we go back to Hobart, and we mentioned in Wednesday's press conference that Coach Willie Joseph said it was happy to finally get the monkey off the back, and that relieved some pressure. And I noted the women's team have been bonding quite a fair bit now to find that cohesion and kind of try to rally around each other.
Yes, well, Coach Joseph said in the press conference they were going for facials, manicures, pedicures, and that he wasn't going to join them. But I tell you what, Willie's skin's looking pretty good tonight at the moment, so he's enjoying that at the moment. Don't know what we're looking at here. We should be fine. We're doing fine. Yeah, just if you could fix that. Good idea, yep. Felix. But yeah, no, the girls just trying to find some cohesion. I mean, they really, really played well. I spoke to Derek Washington post-game up there in Launceston, the Launceston Tornadoes coach, and he was explaining just how much his girls were missing rebounders. But one thing I did emphasise to him, that was the best Hobart's looked in 2 months. Defensively, they've been playing really, really well. Trying to play really, really well, and it really capitalised last week. I mean, their best players this year, it's very hard to sort of differentiate between a few of them. But, I mean, you've only got to look at the likes of an Ellie Collins. She's been playing well, 16.7 points, 6.5 rebounds, nearly 5 assists a game. They've been playing some stellar defence as well. Shana Thompson, she's always going to be pivotal as well. She's shooting around 16.7 a game, around that 4 rebound, 3 assist mark. Taylor Roberts playing well as well, 15 points, 7 rebounds and 3.5 assists a game as well. They've been the big 3, but no doubt about it, the big impact last week was the imports. Nikki Green on the glass dominating, and Jen Schlott really leading the way was actually Derek Washington's MVP for Hobart, so she had a great impact there, and certainly going to want to look to continue their form in this game tonight, Ronald.
Absolutely, JB. What's your tip for tonight?
Going to take... Do you tip against the home side? I don't know. It's very hard. Again, I believe Hobart can get the job done, but again, it's going to be a matter of you've got to keep that form that you had from last week. Knox coming in, the outright favourites, there's no doubt about that. They're third on the ladder. They're going to be contending with an MVP candidate, and they're probably going to be contending for a championship come the end of the year as well, Ronald. They're that good, so it'll be interesting to see, but I think this is a game Hobart can take. This is one they're going to need to take, and we're in for, as our court announcer here at the Hobart Huskies, Craig Irons would say, a heater of a battle, Ronald.
It certainly should be a good matchup. Hobart finally finding their form a little bit. Well, meanwhile, Knox on the other hand, going along quite nicely. As we said, welcome to the broadcast here. We come to you from the Kingross Sports Centre here in Kingston. It's a 15-minute drive out of Hobart. Glad you are with us for tonight, wherever you may be watching around the country or even around the world as we are through the screens by the NBL YouTube channel. The other game happening tonight as well too, it is the Launceston Tornadoes in Geelong taking on the Geelong Supercats, and of course the Northwest Thunder in the men are taking on Geelong as well. So we'll try to get some score updates for our viewers that are tuning in either in Launceston or in the Northwest if you're deciding to watch here, or you may be watching that game currently that is about to tip off, I think, over there in Geelong. Just
quickly here, Ronald, notice Taya Stevenson has been injected into the lineup. She's been
She's
been getting some minutes the last few weeks. Taya, very well known around local circles here in Hobart. A bit of speed, some shooting as well. She's got a good defensive mindset as well. So a bit of speed for Willie Joseph here, wanting to try and run the floor a little bit against what is clearly a slightly taller side here in Knox.
So we are underway as Collins goes baseline and gets the opening score for the game.
Good finish, good start there by Collins. And again, you can just see the tempo up in the way of the Huskies there. Their game pace certainly changing the last few weeks, and I mean it was a benefit last week. We'll see how it goes this week.
Referees this evening, Connor Westwood, Jack Woolcock and Martin Parker are refereeing Troika. Ball going inside but deflected there by Green as Hobart bring the ball back down. Now back to Schlott. She's looking at her options. Looking to go to Collins. Now Collins to drive once again. Good, well double team. Good kick out to Schlott for the three. That's long, and that ball will go out of play, and Knox will get it back.
Interesting to see on the defensive end before for Hobart there. Nikki Green actually playing up a little higher there in the lane, trying to get some deflections there. Started early as well, and yeah, just a great defensive set there from Hobart. So whether they can do it again.
So Watman with it now for the Raiders as she takes on the ball carrying duties for Knox tonight. Now we rung in term to Whittle. Whittle puts it to the floor, goes all the way, just missed it, gets her own rebound, kicks it back out to Watman. Now in turn to Scherf, and then nice play into Wild there for the two.
Should have been a bit of a drop down there on the opposite side of the lane there for Hobart. A miscommunication on defence costing them, but nice passing and second chance efforts again for the Raiders there, and everyone knows Hobart has been suffering with the second chance points this year.
So Schlott over Weerung didn't go. Now Weerung has the ball carrying duties here as she goes all the way, but good hands there by Stevenson to knock it away as Green comes down the floor. Green with some heavy duty, nearly taking out Watman there. Ball now with Schlott as the shot clock's at 15 here for Hobart. Now, Collins, nice move inside and gets the roll.
Good work there from Hobart, executing their offense much better there. That's been the best look they've probably had so far early on in proceedings. They're up 4-2. A good start here by the Huskies.
Watman. Now the ball kicking out to Whittle. In turn to Weerung. Now kicks it out to Scherf for three, just short. Collins with the rebound.
Look for Ellie to be cleaning up on both ends of the floor tonight. Capable scorer, rebounder and passer.
Stevenson inside to Green. Green looking for Collins on the cut, had to turn it down. Green goes herself. That missed nothing but nearly iron there, and Watman has it.
Hobart needing rebounders on a shot like that. Can't have all your bigs outside and be expecting someone like a 5'6" Jen Schlott to be cleaning up the glass.
Ball inside with Scherf, one-on-one with Roberts, a familiar matchup here. Two former teammates going at it. Good defensive pressure by Roberts. Collins with the rebound and is off and running for the Huskies. And nice transition there by the Huskies. Stevenson misses it, but gets her own rebound. Tiptoes out, but then a poor pass sees Knox get the ball back.
Good hustle there by Stevenson, but great pressure from the Raiders. Recognised the mismatch, recognised there was no outlet passing option on that one. Forced the turnover, gains possession back, and we're a little over just under 3 minutes gone here, Ronald. 4-2 in favour of the Huskies.
Yeah, good start by both teams. A bit feeling it out each other as the drive goes. Now ball gets kicked to Wild. Now shot there by Watman and makes the two.
That was good play there. Pass, pretty much the passing game orchestrated there. Could see it from the commentary box what they wanted to do. Managed to get the defence of the Huskies to overplay.
Roberts inside. Nice move by Taylor Roberts, but couldn't finish it. Good rebound there by Scherf as she has the ball and kicks it out to their Whittle.
I think the Huskies just need to slow down a little bit here on offense.
Whittle short on that three. Roberts able to pull that one in. Gives it off to Collins. Collins now looking and seeing what she's going to do. She decides to go solo. with the turnaround, Jay, just off. Roberts, good offensive rebound. Doesn't get the roll on that occasion. Ball goes out. Last touch by Roberts, according to referee Martin Parker. Knox get it back.
Knox doing a good scout here. Ellie Collins loves just that fadeaway jumper, whether it's across the lane or just on the low block there, forcing her to take a contested shot rather than an open short-range jump shot there. Great defence there by the Raiders.
So Whittle, now back to Watman. Watman finds the open lane with the floater. That's off. Now Scherf with the O board and gets the putback.
Second chance points and a lack of communication there, costing the Huskies. Good work there by the Raiders. Good hustle. Managed to get a mismatch on D.
Stevenson at the top of the key. Kicks it out to Collins at the 45. Down low in the Roberts. Roberts one-on-one and gets the nice play there by Tara Roberts.
Nice way to recognise the mismatch there. Obviously a bit more communication. Crowd up and about dancing on that one over in the corners of your screen there. Good finish there by Taylor.
So we're tied at 6 apiece here. So we come to you from the Kingborough Sports Centre as Scherf knocks down the mid-range too.
Nice jump shot. As I said, one of the MVP candidates on one of the best teams in the league. She's going to get that done night in and night out. They've got to watch for that.
So Schlott, now the Green. Now kicks out to Collins for 3. Just off. Good rebound by Scherf.
Yeah, good presence there by the Raiders, covering the 3 main points in the rebound.
So Whittle pulls up. Just long. Rebound there by Roberts over Wild.
Taylor Roberts really working the glass early.
So Schlott looking for Green down low. It goes different option. Ball gets kicked around now by the Huskies. Now gets to Green. Green from the elbow. Just off. And a rebound by the Raiders as they go off and running through Watman. Watman one-on-one with Stevenson. Goes inside there to Scherf. Scherf, sneaky little play. And then good rejection there by Green.
Very lucky there. The Huskies look to have gone to sleep, but a good help defence there. And good return there by the Knox Raiders there to get the block.
Defensive pressure at both ends of the floor as Watman makes the 2.
Good use under the basket there by Scherf, just able to box out Green there. One thing the Huskies certainly don't have the advantage of is stretching their bigs at the moment. If they're not down the low block, they're not necessarily an offensive threat.
So Collins works all the way once again, and Knox are having some issues with Ellie Collins.
Really using her angles nicely, getting on the cut, using a screen effectively. I wouldn't be surprised Thompson looking to come back into the game here as well, just wanting to stretch that floor a bit now, the Huskies.
Ball inside with Scherf, one-on-one with Roberts. Scherf gets the better of that one.
Lovely jump hook there, just took the body of Roberts there, straight up clean as you like.
So 12-8 is our scoreline here. Knox leading it by 4 as the ball goes to Stevenson now. Now Collins in turn Roberts. Roberts inside, trying to go over Wild once again. That's proved to be a mismatch, and Roberts gets the 2 and she'll go to the line for 1.
Yeah, taking full advantage there. Scherf not the matchup there on Roberts. She's stretching out a little more on Nikki Green. But a good finish there by Roberts. Loves using the post down there. Started to really utilise a little more in the last couple of weeks. The substitutions come in here for Knox. It will be number 21, Marina Whittle, and number 4, Bree Watman heading out. Looked to be number 9 checking in, Rebecca Ott, and I believe it was also number 6, Rachel Quirk. Meanwhile, it was Shana Thompson and Alex Finlayson coming into the game. That would be Stevenson heading to the bench, as well as Ellie Collins. 2 good starts for those girls.
So Hobart trail by 1 as Quirk now to Wild for 3. That's off. Schlott with the rebound. And Schlott now goes to Thompson. Thompson thought about it. Goes to Schlott.
Nice.
Nice move by Jennifer Schlott there. Nikki Green with the nearly with the rebound, but Scherf equal to the challenge on the contested rebound contest there.
Very good hustle there from the Knox Raiders.
Now ball quickly going through. So,
good hands by Roberts.
Yeah, Ott there, tried to get it through but couldn't. Now ball back there with Weerung. Weerung goes for 3. Stoff. Roberts with the rebound.
Yeah, I think she was at the Channel Court ATM trying to cash that one in. Unfortunately, not able to fall.
So Schlott now goes baseline, taking on Ott. Now Thompson for 3. Just long. And again, Scherf there crashing the defensive boards. Last touch by her. Hobart. Last touch by Roberts, sorry. So Knox will get it back. My apologies.
I believe the Hobart bench there wanting it over the back foul. Not called, and that will be Knox ball. 2:48 remaining. It's been a very quick quarter so far, Ron.
It certainly has. No coaches have gone for the timeout button, and not many fouls being called. Only to 1 foul at the moment. So very quick quarter here, folks. As Ott drives.
Get out of here.
Rejected, though. Oh, but a foul according to the referees. And it will be Ott going to the line for 2.
Connor Westwood calling it on the body there. Just a bit of contact as we went up for the block. Kylie McCauley checking into the game. That'll be Nikki Green's first as she heads out for a substitution. She's not too impressed there. Green, as she heads to the line, has just the 1 steal at the moment. Going to want to impose herself in this second half. Second quarter, I should say, coming up.
Yes, so Rebecca Ott to the line for 2. Knocks down the first.
Knocks down her first. Ott at the moment playing well. Leading the way is Scherf, 6 points, 5 rebounds, having a monster game. And Taylor Roberts in the meanwhile, 5 points, 5 rebounds as well for the Huskies.
And Ott knocks down the second, and Knox extend their lead by 3. 14 plays 11 here at the Kingborough Sports Centre as Finlayson now goes to Thompson. In terms of Schlott, ball getting kicked around that key area as Schlott back to Thompson. Thompson looking inside of McCauley. Now Schlott has it. Step back 2, just flat. Rebound there by Santimiago.
I think there's going to need to be some communication with McCauley and Roberts here, both trying to use the same side of the lane.
Scherf over Roberts. Missed everything there. Now rebound by McCauley. McCauley seeing her first time be back here at home. I think she did get some court time last weekend, JB. Would that be right?
Yes, court time against Launceston. Here she is now with the ball inside.
And, yeah, on cue, but misses the 2 there. As Santamaggio goes up to Quirk. Now back to Scherf. Scherf thought about it, then decided to pull back. So Ott has it now. Ott will want it, but then Ott goes on her own. Back to Scherf for the long 3. That's not there. And then good rebound by Santamaggio.
Mismatch there for Santa Maggio, and she managed to actually get the rebound. And unfortunately there, Schlott wanting to throw it off Santa Maggio, unable to get it. Subbing into the game here, number 12, Maddie Wild. Checking out there will be Lauren Scherf. Scherf having a big quarter, as we mentioned, leading the way. 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist there. 1:24 remaining here in the first, and Hobart are down by 3.
Yeah, 14-11 is our scoreline. There's Whittle. Now, Ott. In turn to Santimiaggio and knocks down the 3.
Bang! Nice 3-pointer there. First 3-pointer, I believe, of the night. Santamaggio having a nice shot there, and that extends the Knox lead to 6.
So Roberts goes cross-court. Thompson looking for a response. Thompson drives. Again, good hands there by Santimiaggio as she's off and running. Has numbers with her now. Ott now to Wild and gets the 2. Nice transition by Knox.
Good running, good passing, good execution. Now to an 8-point lead. 45 seconds remaining. Huskies have to respond.
So Schlott here puts it to the floor. Finds a nice pass to Taylor Roberts for the 2.
Good hesitation. She's the all-time leader in assists at Utah State, Jen Schlott, and that's why able to read the play nicely.
6 points margin. 30 seconds to play. And as Whittle goes for long 2, not there. Finlayson with the rebound. Now, we're hearing one shot from the coaching staff of the Huskies, so the shot clock and game clock are in unison here as we count down the final seconds here in the first quarter. Roberts. Now to McCauley. McCauley. Thompson. Shot clock at 6.
Needs to get moving now.
Thompson needs to pull the trigger, or Roberts does. With one on the shot clock, knocks it down. And at the quarter time buzzer, JB, Hobart get the margin back to 4. It's Knox 19, Hobart 15.
Good finish there by Hobart to end the quarter as we have a quick look here. Leading scorers, Roberts now with 9 points, 5 rebounds. She's been playing very, very well. Meanwhile, as we mentioned, Scherf, 6 points, 5 rebounds. Just noticed there at the end of the quarter there, Ronald, that Jen Schlott not too happy with the ball movement there, a little bit of tunnel vision. She thought she had the open shot at the top of the key, nonetheless didn't go through. 15-19 our scoreline. Leading the way, Knox from basically all areas here. Tight at the free throw line, but a better shooting from the field. 2-point range and 3-point range. We have seen 1 of 9 from the field from 3 all night for both teams. Knox leading the rebounding department. Defensive numbers going in the favour of the Huskies, but pretty even there. Only 3 assists for each team, so I'm going to assume ball movement is going to want to move up a little bit for both of these squads. We can't afford for them both to be stagnant. And we're heading into the quarter time break here, and I think the Knox Raiders are probably just been a bit more of a contest than they first thought. I mean, Hobart with a win last week, but they're now 1-8 over their last. They're now 1-7 over their last 8 games. I mean, they're almost out of playoff contention. Heads were dropping a bit, but they've really brought it to the girls. Again, Scherf really dominating it, proving why she's one of the MVP candidates. But I mean, it's been a tremendous output from both sides. A really good, clean game. We've only seen 2 fouls with 1 trip to the line. So, I mean, a good contest with a crowd that's slowly building here at the Kingborough Sports Centre, and it looks like it's going to be a good contest, Ronald.
It certainly is, JB. A good wrap-up there of the first quarter. And, yes, a slow crowd building in. Hopefully we'll get a good crowd in tonight. And, you know, here's a Friday night. We're back to the usual Friday night fixture. Of course, next Saturday here we have a lot on. We have the Melbourne Tigers in town for NBL1. Round 3 of Basketball Tasmania's Tri-Series is happening as well too here at the Kingborough Sports Centre. So there's a lot of basketball action happening next weekend as we turn our attention to a Saturday night fixture here. But we'll turn our attention back to the action here on court as we get started in the second quarter. Knox have the possession arrow, and we'll go to the righty with the screen as we are underway here. Term number 2, Santi Miaggio. Looking at her options, she goes to Whittle. Whittle inside the Scherf. Scherf, nice move over Roberts. Kicks out to Ott for 3. That had 2 pieces of the rebound success, but then it was Whittle there to clean up on the O board.
Poor box out there by Hobart, costing them a second chance points. And again, they can't afford that to happen. Knox is a team that's in the top 3, and they're in the top 3 for a reason, and it's because of opportunities like that.
Schlott inside Macaulay. Back out to Schlott. The little 2-man game. Nice fake there by Jennifer Schlott. She won the call. Referees didn't see it that way as Scherf will now bring the ball up, which is a rarity. And now ball comes back to Ott as Knox get into their set here. So Ott now to Santi Miaggio. She thought about it. She'll put it to the floor. Now to Wild for the long 2. Just long.
Rebound by Thompson.
Good rebound by Shana Thompson as she is off and running. Slows it down as the troops come and support her. Macaulay in turn. Schlott. Now Finlayson for 3. Just off as Wild gets the rebound and Knox to bring it down through Rebecca Ott.
And Knox just really forcing the ball handlers of Hobart, really pushing them tight on that wings, not giving them the middle of the floor. They're taking full advantage of that on the defensive end.
Ball inside the Scherf. Now to Wild at the elbow. And we'll get a use of a friend. No, rebound by Scherf. She was there over Roberts. And this time they get a use of a friendly roll for a 2.
Wanted contact there, Scherf, unable to get it, but she's had a beast of a game. That's her 8th point and 7th rebound of the game so far. She's well on her way to a double-double.
Thompson goes baseline. And nearly a good option, but she missed it. Schlott with the O board. Has to kick it out and does. Roberts from the top of the key. Yes.
Roberts having her best scoring game of the season so far. In good form. Hitting them as a bit of a stretch. Struggled with her layups last week, funnily enough. But really hitting the outside shot so far and causing some problems with 11 points early.
Santi Miaggio inside to Ott. Ott over Finlayson, but then Finlayson fouled and Knox to get it on the baseline.
Yeah, Knox ball on the baseline. Substitutions coming into the game here. Number 4 will be Watman for Knox, and she'll be coming in for Santa Miaggio. Meanwhile, it will be Finlayson and Macaulay heading out as Collins, Nikki Green head in. So what has generally been the starting lineup for Willie Joseph, not necessarily his first option tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how this unit gels, trying to push the tempo of the game. 6 points our margin.
It's 6 points it is, 23-17 as that's Whittle there, sorry. And she travelled in the process and Hobart to get it back.
Good intensity on defence there from Shana Thompson. Not necessarily something you see a lot out of Shana. She's very offensively minded, but good to see when she puts her mind to it, she can apply the pressure like that, force the turnover, and that'll be a positive for Willie Joseph.
So Collins to put it on the floor. She goes middle, but then Knox are able to push her out a little bit. Schlott at the corner. Thinking about it, wants an on-ball screen, gets it now, ball deflected, now Green gets it back.
4 seconds.
So Hobart need to get up now. Schlott does, just off, rebound by Watman, and she'll bring it up now here for the Raiders.
Good defensive pressure there by Schlott.
So Ott is thinking about it, finds that middle, nice kick out to Whittle for 3, yes.
Big 3 there by Knox, extending the lead now to 9. And they're going to want to push this to double digits early and just get some sort of psychological balance as well as a scoreboard balance here.
So Collins with it. Looks inside. Thompson, though, from outside. A bit flat. Scherf once again with another rebound, JB. She's up to...
She's got to be at 8 rebounds now.
8 and climbing.
And 8 rebounds, 8 points, 9 rebounds. I apologise. That was her 9th rebound already.
on her way for a double-double as Watman knocks down the floater.
Just seems to be a lack of intensity coming out of the Huskies now. Double-digit lead early for Knox. Stevenson wanting to get in. Looks like Willie Joseph wants to push that pace once again, but they're really going to have to lift on the glass here with their defensive communications, or this game's going to get out of hand quickly.
Roberts, now Schlott. Schlott inside to Roberts. Now kicks it out to Green at the free throw. That's off. Rebound by Watman, who found that one all day of the week.
Green still yet to score a point. She's struggling at the offensive end so far.
Watman knocks down a 2, and Willie Joseph wants to talk it over and does. So timeout has been called with 6:07 remaining. It's Knox out by 13, 30 to 17. Sorry.
Big margin so far. Watman now 8 points on 80% shooting. She's had a big one again. Taylor Roberts, pretty much the sole leader, double-digit points with 11 there, leading all comers. But, I mean, you've only got to look at the rebounding differential here. It's now out to an 8-point differential there on the rebounds, 22 to 14. They're being out-rebounded offensively and defensively. Passing game still around about the same for both sides, but it is the rebounds. It's those second-chance points. It's the defensive pressure. I mean, Hobart 8 of 28. Meanwhile, Knox 13 of 29, so 45-29, the difference on the shooting percentages there. We're 2 of 14 on the night on three-pointers, 2 of 8, fortunately, there for Knox, even on the free throw runs, but it's just not Hobart's night early, and I'm not saying they're front runners in the way they play, but when Hobart is chasing from behind, it's very hard for them to lift the chin up and straighten the posture, so to speak, Ronald. They often can drop their confidence early, and it's not a good sign when you're 13 points down. 6:07 remaining in the half, so again, Willie Joseph's going to be looking at it. Cut it to 10, cut it to 8, all that sort of stuff. So we'll see what goes on there, but I mean, it's going to be a very interesting end of this quarter as Thompson now with the ball. Passes over to Collins.
Yep, so Collins with it now as just had the owner message me too from the Huskies as well too. So meanwhile, there's a foul on the play. So that's going to be on, I think that's on Lauren Scherf there, I believe so.
Yep, looks to be 2 points coming out the line here. Ellie Collins heading there.
So Ellie Collins to the line for 2. And she knocks down the first here for the Huskies.
Yes, confirming that we are live across YouTube at the moment. Collins makes the second. Knocks it back to 11 points. That's Collins now with 8 points.
So ball here with... the ball getting moved around here, going inside to Scherf. Scherf inside. She puts it up, just off. Green with a rebound. And now Collins with it.
That entry pass is going to need to be denied sooner rather than later. Beautiful pass inside by Collins.
As you say, JB, nice pass in, and then Roberts gets to 2.
Now, if only they can stop that on the defensive end, they'll be fine. But it's back down to 9 points, and they're slowly chipping away at this margin here.
So Watman in the Scherf, and then ball gets kicked outside. Now to Whittle for 3. That's short. Now Scherf once again on the boards and gets to 2 to go.
Officially a double-double. 10 points, 10 rebounds early in this game. Lauren Scherf is on fire, and we've still got half of the second quarter to go, Rob.
Absolutely. She's on target for 40 tonight if we're not careful, JB. Nice backdoor play by the Huskies as Stevenson misses the 2.
Just can't panic there, Taya. Just got to slow down, think about it, even if it means a dribble out, but just easy on the way. Another easy entry pass, though.
And a foul. It looks like it's going to be called on Collins for the reach down. It will be on Ellie Collins.
Yeah, on the arms there. Again, just too easy, that entry pass. They've got to start working on that and deny Scherf from the front, or even seal her out and force her to overplay towards that baseline, causing a trapping defence, but not working at the moment for Hobart. Again, this margin back out double digits.
It certainly is, as Watman to get it out to Whittle. Whittle from a long 2 off the corner, not there. Rebound by Collins as Collins comes down the floor now for the Huskies. In turn to Thompson. Thompson one-on-one with Wirung. Down inside Roberts. Good kick out there to Collins for a long 2 and knocks it down.
Nice jumper there from Ellie. Again, she's somewhat going to have to try and stretch this floor a little bit, as we mentioned. Nah, too easy.
Oh,
ball!
Yes, sir. Taylor Roberts with a block on Maddie Wild.
Got right on top there. As I was about to say, you can't let a pass in like that, but Roberts said, nah, not in my house.
That's it. She did that one for you on your birthday, JB. There you go. As Wirung with the ball. Tries to go to Scherf.
That's it. Better defense. Front up the big and just take it from the front. Deny the entry pass.
So Thompson with it now. Green in terms of Stevenson. Now ball getting moved around a lot. Here's Roberts now finally has it inside for our Huskies. Now, has the shot clock gone off invertibly? Now we're going to find out.
I don't think there was a reset there.
I don't think so. So we'll get it. I think be going to 14, and Hobart look like they should get it back.
Should get it back. We'd have to get a reset to 14 or at worst 10. So we'll see what's going on there. As we quickly just have a look, updating everyone. Ellie Collins now with double-digit points. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Taylor Roberts, 13.5 rebounds. Meanwhile, as we mentioned, Lauren Scherf dominating the game so far. 10 points, 10 rebounds, 45%, and she's having a pretty good game so far. Emma Waller checking in here for Taya Stevenson. Again, just going to have to settle Taya down a little bit. She's been executing as only she can. And we're going to run with... Are we happy with... No, it looks like we're running to... We're going to run down
to 14.
Run to 14 here. So momentary pause in play. Field goal percentage, 2-point percentage, 3-point percentage, still in favour of Knox here, who now have a 9-point rebound advantage. We're going to run with 6 seconds actually based on what we've got. So we'll see what's going to go here. Collins to inbound the ball. Gives it over to Waller. 5 seconds, needs to get busy. Gives the ball to Stevenson. Stevens going to look to put that up from the car park. Nothing but glass. That'll be a violation and an inbound here coming from Knox. 4:04 remaining here in the first half. 32-23 the way for Knox. So it'll be an interesting finish to this quarter.
It certainly will be, JB, as Whittle has it now. It goes inside the Scherf. Scherf with the mid-range 2. Doesn't get the roll there. Roberts had the rebound. And now Waller bringing it down the floor here for the Hobart Huskies. So Waller now goes to Thompson. Thompson goes baseline. Over 2 defenders. Green, Collins for 3. Just long. And Scherf once again on the boards.
Hobart not too confident with their rebounding ability there. Only one person on the glass and the rest of the team nearly at halfway, almost conceding the rebound battle there defensively.
As Wild misses that one. And as McCauley's looking to check back in for the Huskies. So Thompson inside to Green. Green double teamed by Weerung and Wild. And ball's going to go back to Hobart. McCauley coming in now for Taylor Roberts.
Bit of attitude there from Green in that jump ball there. Former powerlifter in high school, former WNBA player. Having spoken to Brad Vanderkamp, who's occasionally filled in at practices just to get some bodies out on the floor there for the Huskies, said one of the stronger players certainly in that squad and certainly across both Huskies teams, so certainly not one to mess with, Nikki Green.
So McCauley...
And she's just pulled up sore there going across the lane.
Oh, okay. We'll keep an eye on that one, JB, as Thompson goes middle.
Beautiful
and
drive.
It was a good option by Shana Thompson.
Beautiful drive there by Shana Thompson. Read the defence well. Got inside nicely off the glass. 3 minutes remaining. Only a 7-point margin here.
As Whittle kicks it out to Watman. Watman to Ott for 3 and knocks it down.
Bang!
Rebecca
Stares at Ellie Collins as she makes the shot. It's back out to 10 points now, and Knox, just when you see feel like Hobart are getting back into this game, just shut the door and, really try and force them to pry it back open. This second half's going to be a beauty, but Knox really looking to put the finishing touches. Collins nicely on the inside.
Oh, beautiful drive by Ellie Collins to make the 2. Margin is now back to 7, I should say, as Ott. Now to Watman for the response. Yes!
Big finish there. Another big shot there. Bang, they go. Waller now with the ball. It's back to 11 points here. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
So McCauley, now Collins. Collins looking for Thompson. Doesn't use her in the end, so Collins goes herself inside to McCauley. McCauley banging bodies down low and gets the better of Whittle on that play.
Good to see Kylie back on the floor. Struggled for nearly 3 months with a severe calf injury, but she's back on the floor. Bit of experience and a bigger body out there. Certainly of benefit to the Huskies last week and looking to be of a benefit this week.
Odd. Nice little back pass to Whittle for the 3.
Bang.
And knocks another one down. Knox finding their range now. That's at least 4 of 11 from downtown.
Yeah, they're outside shooting. That's 5 of 12 now on the update there. Ronald, our apologies, but they're just working well. Thompson working inside, not getting a call, not happy about that, but they're really shooting well from outside here as they go on the drive. Gets Nikki Green in the air, and a great finish there. Pump faking, getting Green in the air, and we're extended that margin out to 14, and this crowd is silent, Ronald.
They sure are. Hobart need to find some momentum to get this crowd back into it as McCauley. Now Thompson. Nice play into Collins inside. Collins over Ott and missed everything. McCauley would do it, rejected by Scherf. Massive rejection there. Ott one-on-one with Green. Oh, nice pass in the Scherf. Scherf for another two.
Another
Gets
rebound.
her own board once again. And Hobart will need to figure out how to stop Lawrence Scherf in the second half.
I'm just going to double check this, Ronald, but I'm pretty sure that's 12 points, 13 rebounds heading into the half there. Yep, 12 points, 13 rebounds heading into the half for Scherf. Bigger bodies out there for Hobart, just not doing enough. And that rebound battle now out to double-digit lead for Knox.
Thompson for three, and that missed everything. And Scherf will be happy to see that one out.
Must have caught a stiff Hobart breeze, that one. Not much rotation on the ball at all. Substitutions here, seeing number 21, Marina Whittle, head out, and seeing number 4, Bree Watman, head out. That looks to be into the game. Oh, heading out as well. That'll be Scherf after a big first half. She's copped a break as well. So Knox really wanting to load up. 16-point margin here with 30 seconds to go.
So Ott Wibbett at the 45 here for the Raiders. Now ball with Santi Miaggio. Now to Weerung. Weerung looking for her options here. Ott Wibbett at the corner. Now drives back to Weerung. She has 5. Now Ott for 3. That's short.
Good offensive rebound.
Great offensive rebound
Oh,
by
it is
Weerung.
shot.
It makes the reverse if you don't mind.
I don't think she can believe it herself. Lost her footing in and under. 18 points our margin. 3 seconds to go. Thompson go inside. Denial by Knox.
And that will see us to half-time as Quirk is happy to hold that one here. So half-time here at the Kingra Sports Centre, and Knox have come out and played very well in the first half. They lead it by 18. It's Knox 47, Hobart 29.
Tremendous finish there to that first half there, and Hobart are really on the back foot. An 18-point margin at halftime. Knox dominating the game, as we said so far, leading the way. Lauren Scherf, again, as I mentioned, MVP candidate, and why not? 12 points, 13 rebounds at the half. She started to lift her game. Taylor Roberts and Ellie Collins both doing their job, 13 and 12 points each, but then it comes down to the team factors. Rebounds 19 to 31, particularly offensive 9 to 4, and defensive 22 to 15. Defensive numbers even as well. Turnovers limited, but Knox shooting really well. 42% now from deep. They're 5 of 12. Hobart with 9 3-point attempts. Hasn't made one there. Field goals their way. 2-pointers their way. Everything at the moment just going the way of the Knox Raiders. By name and nature, they are raiding everything here at the Kingra Sports Centre, and it's going to be a big second half, Ronald.
No pun intended on that. Well said, JB. All right, we'll take a bit of a break, and then we'll come back with about 2 or 3 minutes to go before the start of the third quarter. Yep, this term. So halftime here at the Kingborough Sports Centre. It's Knox leading 47-29 as we welcome you back into the broadcast. Hope you're enjoying the coverage wherever you are watching around the country or around the world by the NBL YouTube channel. Ron Riggs, Justin Bryan with you here tonight. And, of course, a couple of other games happening tonight too, JB, if we can quickly try to get the score update for our fellow Tasmanian viewers that may follow the Launceston Tornadoes. Taking on the Geelong Supercats tonight at the arena in Geelong. Northwest Thunder taking on Geelong men coming up in the next game. And of course, here it's Hobart taking on Knox in the men. Half-time, there's a score update here. Geelong lead it by 18, 46-28 over Launceston at the moment. Excuse me, at the arena. And, oh, excuse me, as Justin Bryan comes back into the broadcast. Now, JB, what are the keys here for Hobart to rally this margin back down to single digits?
Get a stop, get a rebound. I think it's that simple, and I think it's that do or die, honestly. Then not stopping any sort of entry into Lauren Scherf. Again, 12 points, 13 rebounds. She's been dominating this game. She's going to have 20 and 20. I'm not going out on a limb by saying that. Yep. But again, it's getting entry passes and it's getting the rebounds. The smalls of Hobart are putting more effort in, to get a rebound. It's quite simple. Win the battle on the glass, you can win the game. You've got to have possession of the basketball to win a basketball game. Again, they're not getting possession, and that's why they're not winning the game. They've got to look for those two factors, and I just think Knox have to continue on their merry way. There you go, easy rebound there. Scherf foul, she'll go to the line for two. Roberts on the foul there. She's been dominant. Her 14th rebound on the night there after that one. We'll wait for this. Yep, 14 rebounds there. So, I mean, you've just got to look there. Lauren Scherf has 14 rebounds. The Hobart Huskies has 19 rebounds. I mean, this just isn't going to work. The rebound battle, 19-32. And Scherf will go to the line here.
She knocks down the first job. I just want to mention the field goal percentage here for Knox. 44% going from 20 out of 45 from the field. Knox are having a real, finding their form now after, what was a bit of a slow first quarter.
Slow first quarter. Scherf there with both points there. 14 points, 14 rebounds. Again, not going out on the limb for her to get 20 and 20. Hobart need to start executing offensively. They need communication amongst their bigs. As you can see there, double screen there, not going to work. Throws the double team on the baseline. Easy turnover there for the Raiders, who are going to now work it back up the floor. They
certainly will, JB, as Weerung comes down the floor now here for Knox, as she wants to kick it out and does so. Scherf now in turn Whittle. Whittle now back to Scherf. Scherf once again dominating, going to the paint, but misses on that occasion.
Rebound there by Nikki Green. She's going to want to impose herself. No first half points.
Thompson for three, gets two pieces of the rim about success as Wild cleans up on the boards. Whittle now to Weerung. Weerung makes short, gets her own rebound. Watman for two and rattles home.
That short corner two, stretching the defense there. It's 29-51, a 22-point margin here early on in the third quarter, and this crowd is silent once again, Ronald.
Absolutely. We can hear a pin drop. That's how quiet it is. As Schlott, now Green, back to Collins, inside to Roberts. Better play by Hobart, and they make the two.
Looks like Ellie Collins might have copped a poke in the eye there. Good finish there. Roberts might have got a poke in the eye. Good finish there by Roberts on the pass. She's now got 15.7 rebounds.
Oh, easy drive for Whittle, and she gets fouled by Roberts, and she will go to the line for two.
Second foul there by Roberts. That'll send Whittle to the line, who herself has 8 points and 5 rebounds to go with 2 blocks, which is quite surprising to see Whittle with 2 blocks. She's been playing well. The Raiders at the moment dominating, as I mentioned. 14-point difference on the rebounds, 34-20, leading the field goals, the 2-pointers, the 3-pointers. Shot there now puts Hobart ahead in the free throw line there. 4 or 5 from the line now for Knox. But again, that 20-point lead here on the road, that's a lot of confidence building for them. And as we know, going up against the Northwest and Launceston tomorrow night, who have to travel back from Melbourne. So they're going to look to run the table here in Tasmania.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be very interesting for both of those teams tomorrow night. We'll talk a little bit more about that in the post-game comment, in the post-game matchup.
Post-game wrap-up.
Well, post-game wrap. Thank you, JP. As Green missed a shot, then Roberts was tapping it around, gave it to Green. Now Thompson all the way, and then missed it, and Weerung into Scherf.
Good save there by the Raiders. Nikki Green looking to get in front. That's just not going to happen. Got to get over the timeline, and does, but the Raiders, again, cleaning the glass there, maintaining possession, stopping points. I mean, again, Green scoreless through over almost 2.5 quarters of play.
So Watman Wibben now, back to Weerung. Weerung goes all the way.
Bang!
Bang! Rejected by Nicky Green.
Get out of my house.
And shot clock violation is called as Hobart will get it back.
Hopefully that boosts a bit of confidence there for Nicky Green. A confidence player, no doubt about it. Can have 17 points, 17 rebounds, but it's a matter of Nicky not trying to mail in the rest of the game. We did notice she was pulling up sore towards the end of the second quarter. Be interesting to see how much of a factor that plays here in the second half.
She is battling on here, JB, as on cue she gets it now. Roberts, now Schlott. Schlott going that baseline, and then Thompson nearly got in the way, but was able to find a way out. Now Green, hesitant. Schlott needs to do something. Good defensive pressure there by Weerung. And now she'll get it. She started to play and will finish the play down the other end.
Too big a turnover there from Hobart. Now 23-point lead, 54-31. Again, no communication. The ball movement stifled. They're only swinging the ball around the top of the key. They're not getting any inside looks at the moment. And there's one there, but lack of communication. Probably a bad drop-down pass there. Another turnover from Hobart, who are now streaking ahead in that category. Unfortunately, they've now got 8-5 leading the turnover count. And again, just good defensive play here by Knox. This is why they are up the top of the ladder. They're able to make plays like this. I mean, Hobart coming off momentum last week, and they're making Hobart once again not even look like the team they were against Launceston.
So Weerung goes all the way and then gets fouled, and this looks like it's on Green. It will be on Nicky Green.
Yeah, rip of the arms there. That will be a free throw. That will be free throws there. Timeout there from Willie Joseph. He's not impressed. 23-point margin is our go here. The Knox Raiders leading the way 54-31 as we just look at some of the numbers here, Ronald, as we mentioned. Field goals, two-pointers and three-pointers all going the way of the Raiders quite convincingly there as well. Hobart yet to hit an outside shot. They need to start working inside a hell of a lot more. Free throw line going the way of Hobart, but again, you know, they're not working inside, so they're not getting to the line. They've only had three free throw attempts.
There we go.
She sells seashells by the seashore, ladies and gentlemen.
Very good show.
As we look here again, rebound battle, 14 points in favour of the Raiders. Defensive rebounds, they're leading by 8. Offensive rebounds, they're leading by 6. Leading the blocks and pretty much the defensive effort now. I don't think the numbers are truly reflective of the effort the Raiders are putting in right now, forcing turnovers, getting those second chance points. And again, the turnovers they're forcing, they're now leading that category as well. Only 5 to the Raiders, 8 to Hobart. Again, Hobart aside can turn it over up to 20 times a game, Ronald, so they're not doing too bad. They're limiting their matchups, but again, it's the scoring of Watman with 13 points. It's Scherf with 14 and 14. It's Whittle with 9 points and 5 rebounds. It's the contributions across the board that are really helping. Now, not to discredit, obviously, some of the players of Hobart. Taylor Roberts, 15 points, 8 rebounds, and Ellie Collins with a rounded game of 12, 3 and 4. She's doing her bit, but again, it's not enough. Jen Schlott yet to score, Nicky Green yet to score, Thompson with only 2 points. I mean, these are girls that, you know, if they're scoring in double digits, you know, as Coach Willie Joseph said, as the free throws made there for Knox. During the week, he said the aim of the game here is for everyone to be putting up, you know, low to medium numbers, but a good spread across the floor, getting the job done, not relying on anyone. And at the moment, this reliance on these players just to put up big numbers is not working for them.
So Schlott with it now, Collins. So Collins looking at her options. He wants inside to Roberts, now kicks it out to Schlott. Schlott from the corner, that's off. Thompson and Weerung going for the ball, but it goes back to the Huskies here to inbound.
Ball tapped out of bounds there. Good hustle there. Thompson just getting out of the way. I think Weerung wanting to knock the ball off her body. Just didn't work there.
So play restarts. Green, now Thompson. Thompson to put on the floor, but lost her handle quite easily. This should be a backcourt violation. No. Last touch off a Knox play according to the referee. So play continue. Shot clock it needs is running down. Green puts it up. Schroeth with the rejection. And now it's a shot clock violation.
Well, I believe there might be 1 second on this shot clock here.
No, it's shot clock violation, JB.
They're just going to call Connor Westwood here. I thought the ball had landed out of bounds before that shot clock went off, personally. Yep, thought it would be. 1 second on the shot clock.
So senior referee Martin Parker overriding the 2 other officials there, and he will say there is 1 on the shot clock. Coach Zoe Carr not happy. She bright smile there from Coach Carr. Good to see some of the lighter moments in the game. So So Hobart with 1 second here. They'll need to get some shot off in the air. Who are they probably looking to on this one, Jobo?
Put it straight into Roberts or Green and just tip it in. There's no point trying to stretch out and get a 3-point shot you haven't made all game. Number for 11. It's an extremely low percentage shot at this point of the game, but I mean, you've only got to see where they've got the ball here.
Here we go.
And there we go.
Yep,
that doesn't work. Got too much of a touch.
So shot clock violation there. Yeah, shot clock violation there as Thompson didn't get it off in time. So Knox to get it back through Watman.
Good forced turnover there by Knox. I mean, good block there, obviously, by Scherf to get the block there on Green. But again, just forcing the turnover, putting the pressure on with limited time. Beautiful pass.
Nice play inside for the Raiders as Scherf makes the 2. And again, fouls on Nikki Green.
Yeah, another foul on Nikki Green. I'm just going to try and get an update here from the score bench, how many fouls she's got. Substitutions coming, for Knox.
That'll be
3. Her third.
Yep.
So that will be checking into the game there. And number 9, Rebecca Ott, checking out Marina Whittle. And that'll be Scherf heading to the line. She's got 16 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks on the game. We've got a little bit of push and shove there on the side there. I don't think Nikki Green was too happy.
So
what have we just called here?
No,
2 was good, 1 to come. Just a confirmation there from Connor Westwood on what the free throw situation was.
Scherf does a lap of honour and goes in for a substitution now being made.
No substitution being made. Senior referee Martin Parker now coming over to the bench. And we're just going to get confirmation here who the foul was on. Because the foul was called, I believe the foul was called by Nikki Green. That one was called by Jack Wilcox. So we're going to see what goes on here. Martin Parker, the senior referee, to make the decision. Connor Westwood now coming over. This is the second conference.
This is quite interesting, JB.
In a matter of minutes. So we're just going to sit here. And, yeah, the 2 was good. That was just a confirmation that the 2 was good. We couldn't confirm that before, but 2 was good. So that will potentially, now the scoring hasn't moved, but it is a 28-point ball game nonetheless. Probably a bailout. Easy turnover.
And we rung with the interception. Now to Ott, then to Watman as Thompson with the rebound, and Knox looking to get out to 30 here.
Good defensive pressure here so far from Knox there, forcing the turnover even before half-court previous there. Turnover battle 5-10 now. Collins with that patented fadeaway.
Yep.
Dumped down to Taylor Robertson.
Yep, Roberts makes the 2 there, JB. As the margin's back to 26 now. As Watman brings it down now for the floor, down the floor here for the Raiders. In turn to Weerung. Now Wild. Wild kicks it back out to Watman. Ott. And travel there. That looked obvious from where we were, JB. And Hobart get it back. Colin McCauley coming back in now.
Drag that pivot foot rather than a push off there. Third foul for Nikki Green has seen her head out. Ellie Collins also heading to the line. But, not heading to the line. She's heading to inbound the ball. Thought she was subbing herself out of the game. Just a quick update there. Taylor Roberts, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists to Ellie Collins.
Thompson for 3, yes.
About time they finally made one from 3. That's 1 of 12 now from three-point land. Uncharacteristic for this Huskies lineup. The game now down to 23.
So inside to Scherf. Scherf one-on-one with McCauley. And Scherf again gets a nice roll off that sky hook.
It's a pleasure to watch Lauren Scherf play when you're running across the lane, floating hooks up like that. That's 19 points, 14 rebounds for the big now. She's been playing really, really well and certainly our player of the game so far.
Certainly, JB. I think we're going to go down live for a post-game interview at the end of the 4th. Meanwhile, Scherf on cue in action and gets the interception. And now kicks it to Watman, in turn Ott.
Avoided that charge very well there, Lauren Scherf. Great pressure from Jen Schlott.
Nice smarts as Ott for 3. Just rattles out, and then McCauley there to save it along with Thompson. Thompson with it now. Collins going baseline with a runner. That's not there. We-rung with the rebound.
Good rebound there. That extends the lead for Knox. That one's gone out of bounds.
Again, it's good transition by Knox and really trying to push it as they're still up by a huge margin.
Yeah, up 25, and they're going to want to extend this to 30. Pretty much call the game over Red Rover, but that rebound margin still out to double digits.
It certainly is, JB. This is going to be a tough one to fight back as McCauley works inside, rejected by Scherf. Scherf once again a good defensive presence as Watman kicks out to We-rung for 3. Just off. Schlott with a rebound.
Yeah, defensive numbers there quickly for Scherf. Now has 3 blocks and a steal.
So Schlott moves it. Now kicks it out to Roberts for long 2. Not there. McCauley with the rebound. As the ball comes out to Thompson. Thompson gets the screen from Roberts. Thompson trying to go through a couple. Again, the pressure there by Knox is there. And again,
more hands by Scherf. That's her second steal.
Great defensive effort here by Knox Raiders as Watman has it now. Kicks it out to Ott. Ott wanting that screen from Quirk. As Ott wants to kick it out now. Foul will be on Schlott. And
that'll send them to the line there in the bonus.
I was going to say, Hobart have committed their 15th foul. And now Santamaggio is coming in here, JB.
Yeah, Santamaggio checking in, checking out of the game there is Watman. Watman having had a pretty good game so far, 13 points. Santamaggio, as she checks back into the game, she's been pretty pivotal as well herself. She's got 3 points, 3 rebounds and 2 steals. So really just playing that utility role. Basket made there. By Ott. She's got 8 points now with 4 assists. So a well-rounded game here by a lot of the Knox Raiders here. Second free throw, no good off the front there. Taylor Roberts to clean up on the glass.
So Collins now to bring it down as we are under 3 minutes remaining in the third as we come to you from the Kingborough Sports Centre here in Kingston. As now Schlott with the ball. Goes middle and it was a good option but just missed, went long on the iron. Santamaggio. Now to Ott. Ott, nice pass in the Quirk. Good fake. And then Santamaggio there for the clean-up. Not there. Macaulay on the defensive effort, but Kirk equal to the challenge as now Santamaggio inside the Scherf. Ball got deflected. Knox to get it back with 7 remaining on the shot clock.
Not necessarily liking the hustle effort there of the Huskies at 3-on-1 around that ball before and just allowed the Raiders to clean up. But nice defensive pressure prior to that. Forced the stop on what was going to be an easy basket. Foul there over the back from Collins. And
so Collins with the foul as that will be Rebecca Ott going to the line once again for 2 as another substitution being made here, JB.
Substitution being made. That was Collins' second foul, by the way. Checking in number 12, Maddie Wild. Checking out Lauren Scherf. And Scherf again, 19 points, 15 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks, 2 steals. She's doing everything at the moment. Shooting under 50% is about the only flaw I could find in her game. But when you're up by 26 points, looking to get to about the 28-point margin, makes the first there. When you're looking to get to the 28-point margin, there's not much more you can really do. I mean, this has been a tremendous showing by Knox, and again, demonstrating why they're in that top 3.
Certainly, JB, as she knocks down the second. As Collins to bring it down here. Margin is out to a whopping 28 at the moment. As Collins looks inside to Macaulay. Good little play there by the Huskies. Macaulay's short on that. Excuse me.
No,
sorry.
all good.
So Ott there, now to Wirung. Wirung into Quirk. Quirk all rejected by Roberts, who found that as an easy one to block, and Knox to get it back.
Yeah, taking full advantage there. And that'll be Huskies ball, under 2 minutes remaining here. And we're inside, I believe, looking at that. Oh, no, we're 28 points. I'm reading that the wrong way. 28 points, our margin, with a great block there by Robert. She's having one of her best games of the season. Unfortunately, she's got a lot of passengers for the ride.
Yes, as Collins goes backdoor to Schlott, and then Quirk fouled her on the baseline there. Hobart will get it on the baseline here.
First foul committed by the Raiders in this quarter. Taya Stevenson heading for a substitution. We'll see what's going to come in. She's in now. And that substitution being made. And we're going to see who this one's for. No one's paying attention to the substitution. Shanna Thompson heading out on that one. Thompson with a very quiet game at the moment. She's sitting at that 5-point mark. I mean, Shanna's been good for 17 most of the season. Roberts
over Wild. Doesn't get the roll. So Ott with the rebound as she loses the handle but regains it. As Ott kicks it out. Here's to Quirk. So Quirk, one-on-one with Macaulay, now Collins. The ball gets kicked around, nice ball movement. Santamaggio.
She stepped out of bounds.
It is the light blue lines here, JB, at the Kingborough Sports Centre. There are so many lines here that for our viewers, it's the light blue line. It is the light blue line if you're, as Zoe Carr wanted clarification from referee Connor Westwood.
Yeah, confusing on the clarification there. The key's blue, the three-pointer's blue, the centre circle's blue. So, interesting there, but it's 28 points in the way of the Raiders, and I honestly think the parameters thought...
That's a travel.
Yes, that was a travel there.
Yep.
Shuffle of the feet. Again, 28 points is our margin. A minute 16. The Raiders looking to make this 30 points heading into three-quarter time, and I think Willie Joseph at the moment is probably going into damage control mode to end this quarter and certainly to end this game.
Hobart haven't scored in the last 5 minutes of this quarter as Wild puts up the 2, Long. And good
Second
rebound there by
chance.
Whittle and
Good
gets
pass.
it back to Wild, who couldn't finish it.
Yeah, a bit too much power there on the glass.
Yes, as Schlott comes down the floor now. Tries to
Big
go to
block.
Roberts, but good rejection there by Whittle.
Schlott yet to score a point this game.
Quirk. Now to
Good
Odd.
hands by Collins.
Nice work by Ellie Collins as Hobart look to find a score here. Can they break the drought? On this occasion, no.
Falcon by the looks of it.
Yes, I was going to say,
Rebound paid.
Wild thought she was at the FIFA Women's World Cup to be playing with the Matildas as Whittle for 3, just Long, and then the rebound pulled in by Macaulay.
Yeah, rebound there by Kylie. That's just shortening the margin there. Quickly for Whittle, 9.7 rebounds. She's had a pretty good game herself, playing second fiddle to Lauren Scherf.
Stevenson for 3, just off.
And that time period going ever longer there. And that is an offensive foul there called by on Santa Maggio. It's 12.9 remaining. That's going to give Hobart the ball and another opportunity to just try and get some points on the board. Currently, as we mentioned, 64-36 our margin, 28 points. So this could be a little bit of a momentum builder and just some hope and confidence for the Huskies heading into the last.
Let's hope so, JB. I think, it's little targets now. It's little targets and trying to achieve some little goals in this last quarter. But 12.9 remaining here in the third. This ball goes inside to Roberts. Roberts with the moves over Wild. Doesn't get the score there. Quirk did a good job on the defensive board.
6 seconds. They've got to get up the floor. They've got to score. Keep it in.
Whittle keeps her dribble alive. Puts up a one-handed throw. You think she was trying to peg the stumps. Of course, the Cricket World Cup.
Bit of Aaron Finch to it.
Bit of Aaron Finch to it as the Cricket World Cup's happening as well too. But three-quarter time sees Knox up by 28. It's Knox 64, Hobart 36.
Shooting efficiency going down with both sides there, both under 40% shooters, but Knox converting at a much greater rate. Having only taken 2 more shots, they've also converted 8 more. As we look at the shooting percentages there, 39-27 in favour of Knox. 2-pointers, 43-33, and the only sole three-pointer coming from Shana Thompson previously. That's 1 of 13 for Hobart. Meanwhile, it's 5 of 17 for Knox. 29-8 the percentage difference there. Free throw advantage going in favour of the Huskies. General stats there, a 15-point rebound advantage for Knox. Passing similar, not much passing going on, but the ball movement evidently different across both sides, and defensive numbers starting to reflect the output of Knox there. 6 steals, 6 blocks compared to 4 steals, 3 blocks for the Huskies. Scoring leaders, as we can see, Scherf with 19, got 15 boards to go with that as well. She's had a massive game. 13 points to Watman, 10 points to Ott. Meanwhile, 17 points to Taylor Roberts and 12 points to Ellie Collins. I mentioned about passengers. I don't think they're paying customers, however, Ronald,
No.
the way they've been going. Nikki Green yet to score a point. Jen Schlott yet to score a point. Limited points with Thompson as well. I mean, it's just been one of those nights where Hobart can't buy a basket, and it's proving costly to them. Meanwhile, again, as we look at the Raiders, we've got to talk both sides, and the Raiders have just been absolutely dominant the way they've been going so far. They're running on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively. They're making passes, they're getting rebounds, they're causing second chance opportunities, they're forcing turnovers, they're executing like a top 3 team should be, and that's why they're in the lead by 28 points. Coach Willie Joseph now probably going to want to go into conservation mode here a little bit. He doesn't have Schlott and doesn't have Green in the lineup here to start the fourth quarter, and that's understandable as well. I'd want to be sort of preserving them as well. But again, they've had probably their 2 quietest nights with the squad so far, Ronald, and unfortunately just couldn't have come at a worse time going up against one of, if not the best team in the league.
Yeah, absolutely, JB. Knox really bringing it tonight. Just looking at the stats here, it's, Knox is just dominating like no tomorrow.
Well, I mean, they're leading the defensive rebounds by 10, offensive rebounds by 5. And if you're not, as I said, rebounds are possessions win your games. If you've got no possessions, you're not winning games.
So, fourth quarter has started as Collins now goes to Stevenson. In turn, Finlayson. Finlayson to put it to the floor as she gets it to Collins. Collins goes backdoor into Roberts. Roberts over Wild. And, well, I want to say finally, but that one just dropped out as The ball
wow, down the floor.
Beautiful play, beautiful transition play by the Knox Raiders.
Too big, too strong, too good, and that bumps the margin out to 30 points, 66-36. It's been a one-sided affair pretty much since quarter time in favour of the Raiders, and they're going to really want to finish this one strong.
So Stevenson at the corner for a long two, and finally Hobart get their first score within about 7 or so minutes of play.
May just be the best ball movement they've had all night. It was on a 1-2 play action back to Taya Stevenson, local Kingston favourite amongst the local team. She's played well tonight. She's played well the last couple of weeks, putting on some defensive pressure as well. So she's been playing all right. Unfortunately, again, it's just very limited at the moment.
So ball going inside to Whittle. There's Whittle, and she left it open for her and knocks it down.
Again, that's the problem, though. Even though you get a basket, you've got to get a stop, as Willie Joseph has mentioned. If you're going to score on one end, you've got to stop on the other and vice versa. Unfortunately, Hobart haven't been able to do it, and that's why we've got a 30-point margin here.
So Collins now with it, looking inside to Roberts, and does so now. Roberts kicks it back out. Stevenson to put it to the floor, one-on-one with Quirk. Goes cross-court once again. Collins with a three, just long. And ball go out, and Knox to get it back.
Yeah, Taylor Roberts just not want to dive into the Hall's water waste treatment services there. Shout out to Simon Hall once again. Loved the shout out we gave him last time, so another shout out to him there. But sponsors very valuable here at the Hobart Huskies.
So ball now with Whittle. Whittle goes baseline. It's too easy as the lead just keeps out extending to 32.
Got past Ellie Collins there, and she had no answer for her whatsoever. A great drive and a great finish at the hoop.
So Stevenson, and fouled there by Rebecca Ott.
Yeah, Ott so far tonight, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Really proving to be a handful here for the Huskies, as have most of the Raiders, to be quite frank, as Taylor Roberts heads out there. Ellie Collins and Shana Thompson coming in as Taylor Roberts heads out. Roberts having a pretty good game herself tonight. She's got 17 points, 9 rebounds. She's been probably Hobart's best player.
So
a few blocks on that as well.
Absolutely. Thompson with it. Now she goes for 3 on an on-ball screen by Finlayson, who's on the floor as well too.
Nearly travelled there.
Yes, nearly, but just got it away in time as Ott. Yeah, looks to Weerung. Now in turn to back to Ott, now Whittle. So Whittle inside to Wild. Wild with a nice move inside and gets the 2.
Big mismatch there on Thompson. That's now 8.6 rebounds there for Wild, and everyone just really doing their part here for the Raiders offensively and defensively.
It's been a good team game by Knox, which has been lovely to watch tonight as Thompson with it now. Gets that screen from Collins. Thompson inside to McCauley. McCauley being forced out.
3 seconds.
Again, good defensive sequence here by the Raiders as Collins banks it off the window. Bank is open on a Friday night here, JB.
The Channel Court ATM is operating after that sort of shot. Lovely finish there by Collins. Again, she's been one of the standout players. Foul has been called there by McCauley down low. But Ellie Collins having a good game herself. 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. She's playing around her season average numbers there. Nikki Green just about to head in as McCauley heads out. Meanwhile, that looks to be Lauren Scherf checking back in and checking back out of the game there as I quickly get a look there. Abby Weerung having a pretty good game herself. 6 points, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. But again, Lauren Scherf, big factor here. 19 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 assists, 2 steals. She's done absolutely everything for this team tonight.
Absolutely, as Ott tries to go to Wild, but then she had to get it back. Good defensive play or offensive play there by Maddie Wild there as Knox get it back.
Knox do get it back. 7:07 remaining. 72-41 here at the Kingborough Sports Centre on a cold, cold Hobart night.
Yes, we should have brought jumpers, JB, I reckon. We might have to bring that in the uniform policy rule here for the commentators. As ball goes inside to Scherf there. Whittle for 3 and dust off. Nice rebound by Quirk, who nearly put on a spectacular move on baseline as Green will bring it back down now.
Green with just her 3rd rebound of the night. Again, a double-double threat. Hasn't been able to sniff a point or buy a rebound at the moment.
So Thompson goes baseline. Again, good defensive pressure here by the Raiders as they force Hobart out of the paint. Collins now finds a move. She could have used the middle. Goes inside, but again, Scherf was there to deflect it, and great pressure here as Quirk now comes up the floor, retreats back, looking, goes to probably Scherf inside.
Oh, nice pass.
work there into Wild. A foul will be called on Finlayson. And Maddie Wild will go to the line for 2 as Watman is looking to check back into the game.
Finlayson with no choice there but to foul on the baseline again. 72-41 is our scoreline. Checking out of the game there is Rebecca Ott, as we mentioned, checking in Watman. That will be a baseline ball here for the Knox Raiders, who are going to look to move this out towards 35 points very soon.
Absolutely, JB, as Watman inside a Scherf. Scherf, great first step on the spin. Ball got deflected by Hobart and Knox will get it back.
A lot of courage there by Taya Stevenson. I would not be wanting someone of Lauren Scherf's size to blind turn into me on the baseline. Great courage there by Stevenson. That's why she's in the game.
Scherf for 3, just flat. Collins with the rebound as Thompson now runs it up the floor here for the Hobart Huskies. As Thompson now goes back to Collins. In terms Stevenson. Stevenson on the back door to Finlayson. Now kick out, but ball deflected. Last touch by Whittle. And it will stay Hobart's ball.
5:58 remaining here in the last quarter. Crowd slowly building for what is a somewhat anticipated match against Knox in the men's matchup. Ronald, we'll get to that later, but it's good to see the girls playing out in front of an audience.
Absolutely, JB, as Collins will put it up herself and just off. We had a good look at that one there, JB, as Green will get the O board. It's a 4th rebound for the game so far.
Just quickly, Santa Maggio on the end of the Knox bench, getting her ankle re-strapped. We'll keep you updated there. All
right, Wild with the rebound. Wild threw an arm there too, if you don't mind. As Whittle now works her way through, puts up the floater. Is that an offensive foul? It is. So
Stevenson drawing the charge there.
So good defensive play there by Taya Stevenson. And those are the little things that you want in this 4th quarter if you're Hobart.
It's the 1%ers you need in a squad like Hobart, who are sort of struggling to find momentum and find something to build on again. This game's all but gone at 31 points with 5.5 remaining. I mean, they've got to almost, double their score to win this game, so I certainly don't see it happening. But again, it's the little signs there for Coach Willie Joseph when he goes to pick his squad for a road trip or for next week. Who's putting in the extra yards even when the game's gone.
Thompson was short on the 3. Of course, Hobart are home to the Melbourne Tigers next Saturday night here at the Kingborough Sports Centre as Rebecca Ott is looking to check back in.
Yeah, Rebecca Ott checking out of the game there. Number 21, Whittle. Whittle having a pretty good game herself. 13 points, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks. Has been a great rim protector tonight. And again, that's pretty evidence as well. 3 of the team's 6 blocks. The other 3 going to, of course, Lauren Scherf.
So Quirk with it. Now back to Watman. So Watman looking back door. It was a nice find, and Ott recognises that. And a good idea, good intention by Knox.
Yeah, well, I think that's one of those passes too. You've just got to keep the defence guessing, and that's one of those passes there. You're not expecting a baseline cut running in between 2 screeners to execute it on the pass. Hit it perfectly. Unfortunately, just not able to keep the hands active.
So halfway through term number 4, 5 minutes remaining as Stevenson goes for 3, and that missed everything, and Knox to get it back.
Yeah, she's been playing well though, Taya. I mean, doing those 1%ers, taking charges, getting blind turns from Lauren Scherf. Again, just doing the little things that really this Hobart team has struggled to see a lot of tonight.
So Watman, she's looking and does so to Ott. So Ott now back to Quirk. Inside to Scherf. They double team Scherf, but foul is now going to be called. Looks like it's going to be called on Alex Finlayson.
Yeah, foul there on Finlayson. That'll be definitely her 2nd of the quarter. I'd go as far as to suggest probably 3rd or 4th for the game. Yeah, third for the game there. Fouled earlier in the first half. Just seeing quickly there, as we mentioned, Santa Maggio getting her ankle strapped. Looks like she's got ice on that bad boy as well, so she's done for the night. That is a left ankle. And we do wish the best for her, particularly heading up to Launceston, heading up to the northwest tomorrow night. Yes, I apologise.
Knox playing in Ulverston tomorrow night as Wild misses that one and ball goes out. No, ball will be fouled on. It looks like it's going to be on Nikki Green. Yes, it will be on Nikki Green for a hold.
Yeah, hold there by Nikki Green, and that will see substitutions. Pia Rhodes checking into the game, and that will see Jen Schlott also checking back into the game as Thompson and Finlayson go to the bench. And it'll be interesting to see Rhodes and Stevenson, a local guard combination for Kingborough. We'll see how they work here at this next level. Good deflection there, though, by Green.
So, ball now with Scherf. 1-on-1 with Green. Scherf working her way through. Again, nice move by Lauren Scherf. Coaching staff want to travel by Hobart.
Coaching wanted to travel. Nikki Green wanted to travel, but I tell you what, the only place that Lauren Scherf's travelling to is the bank to cash in this player of the game check. 21 points, 16 rebounds.
Taya Stevenson makes the 2, JB.
Good finish there by Taya. Again, she scored a couple of points tonight. She's done the 1%ers. and she's really working her minutes up. There's no doubt about it.
So Watman with it now. Again, Taya Stevenson there to meet her there with the defensive pressure. Ball inside of Scherf. Scherf misses that one, and ball will go back to Hobart.
Lucky turnover there, in my opinion, there for Hobart. Again, the Raiders, you know, I mean, Hobart just want to be very thankful there. I mean, if you're going to let Lauren Scherf catch the ball that low, expect to be punished on the scoreboard. Fortunately enough, able to get a deflection and the ball back.
So Stevenson, now Collins. Collins looking to drive, and nicely done by Ellie Collins.
Good finish. Ellie's been doing that all night, just getting past the defence, getting up onto the glass there. Hasn't need to worry about her mid-range game so much. The defence has certainly shut that down a bit, but a great finish there by Collins on the drive. 17 points, 5 rebounds and 5 assists in the night.
So nice pass by Quirk inside of Scherf. Scherf couldn't finish it.
Rhodes
had the rebound there.
Probably the biggest mismatch of the night, Jen Schlott going up against Lauren Scherf, but Jen certainly holding her own.
So Rhodes seeing her first minutes of the game as Collins now back to Rhodes. Rhodes, good two-man game. Beautiful play as Collins makes the two.
Jinx under the roof, but past 12 o'clock, I think we'll leave it. Great two-man combination there. Pia Rhodes just reading the play. Collins bouncing off a couple of those screens, getting a nice roll to the basket. She now has 19.
So, ball now with Ott. The top here now gives it off to Quirk. So Quirk puts to the floor. Good defensive pressure by Pia Rhodes. Good effort and energy there by the youngster. Now ball with Maddie Wild and knocks down the mid-range too.
Just looked a little sore there, Pia. I'm going to suggest a bit of time on the bench and just a little cold. That one might have stung a little bit, but good hustle from the young lass there. She's been playing very well locally and really earning her minutes here.
So Rhodes, now Collins.
More two-man game potential.
Potentially here, JB, as Collins goes all the way. Now that's going to be on Quirk as she came late to the play. And Ellie Collins will go to line for two. Yeah,
got a body on her there. Collins heading to the line now. We're wanting to push herself. She's now leading Hobart in the scoring department there. She's got 19 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. A pretty good night for Ellie, rounding up those averages as Lauren Scherf heads to the bench. Big night there. I'd presume she's done 21 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. She's had a massive effort there. She's no doubt going to be our player of the game. We'll try and get down courtside, and just looks like Eliza Vanderkamp's going to be checking into some local action as well. Eliza, having checked in previously last week, she went up against Launceston, saw the last minute of action, and she's been really working hard as well locally. And one of the youngest members of this team. Raiders now with the ball. Stevenson pressing the ball as it comes across half court there. Ott with the ball. Foul has been committed. And that one there is going to be on Pia Rhodes, fouling Ott there with the block. 2 and 11 remaining here. We're just getting our wireless kit set up. We'll get down on court and try and get Lauren Scherf for a post-game interview.
We are going to send you down there, JB. We're going to get you in amongst out on court there. So we look forward to, stay tuned for the post-game interview there, especially for the Knox fans that are tuning in. You should be very happy with your Knox Raiders tonight. They have certainly done the job over what seemed to be a momentum building for Hobart, but tonight Knox have nailed them to the road.
Momentum has gone right out the door here for Hobart. The Raiders have literally come down here and raided everything possible. They've got a 30-point lead with just over 2 minutes remaining. They've held probably the 2 best players to Hobart scoreless on the night. They've dominated the rebounding department. You know, Lauren Scherf's come in and managed to get a good mismatch there as Vanderkamp unfortunately mishandles the ball there. Thought she was going to get a nice little basket there. Her first points of her career at NBL1 level. But again, just that pressure the Raiders have provided all night. I mean, they've used their size to their advantage. They've used their experience. And I believe the mental edge of being, 3rd versus 12th really paid off tonight. Ronald, full credit.
Wild inside over Vanderkamp. And Collins there for the rebound. As Collins is off and running here for the he's got for the Hobart Huskies. My apologies. Pia Rhodes puts it to the floor, puts it up, just off.
Battling down there.
Quirk there with the rebound as Quirk now goes over to Ott. Ott has a clear lane, and she is clear for takeoff on the 2.
Yibbity, that's all, folks, I reckon, on this one. Ronald, I'm going to whack the headset on, and I'll let you finish this one.
All right, Chobe's going to get his way down there as we'll continue on. Rhodes, now Vanderkamp inside. Vanderkamp out on the 45. Good pressure by Whittle. Now Collins with it. Collins working her way through. Nice drive by Ellie Collins and makes the 2. Great drive there by Ellie Collins. Margin is 30 points. That's 80 to 50. As Watman goes inside. Not there. Schlott with some good defensive play there. Now, she's got numbers here, but goes her own and misses the long two. As the rebound comes through with the Raiders now. Ott to Watman. Nice transition play by the Knox Raiders. So ball now with Collins, as we are under 40 seconds remaining here in the last quarter. As Stevenson goes for three, that missed everything. Now, Whittle, Ott, and another two there. This is clinical here by the Knox Raiders women's side. Margin out to 34 here. 84-50 will probably be our final score line as the seconds go down. Now, Collins inside. Collins looking to, puts up a nice little up and under, not there. And that should see us out with about 5 seconds remaining as Watman will get over to halfway. There you go. Final scores here at the Kimbra Sports Centre. It's Knox 84, Hobart 50, and the Knox Raiders have put on a very clinical display here tonight as they have done a terrific...
Can you hear me, Ronald?
Yes, we can hear. We can.
You've got me, Ronald. Good.
Yep, we can hear you, JB. I'm just trying to make sure that all audio is here. Happy birthday, mate.
Oh, cheers.
There we go. So we're going to get JB out on the floor here as we're just sorting out what we're doing. Okay. So good win here by the Knox Raiders as JB now has Lauren Scherf.
And we're good to go here with Lauren Scherf, our player of the game. Massive night for you, 21.16 rebounds. You've come down, you've held the Hobart Imports scoreless for the night. I mean, what was your goal defensively going up against this squad?
We knew that coming in that they're three bigs, you know, they go to work and they work hard and they go right at the rim. So we knew coming into this game that we had a big workload ahead of us and we've just been grinding all week at training and, you know, to our girls, like we played like our hearts were on the line, and coming off a loss last week to Kilsyth, it really hit home. So I think, you know, coming on the road and, you know, being able to come up a good side against Hobart, you know, they've got great bigs, they've got great guards, you know, people that play in the WNBL and, you know, and overseas, like, we should get credit to us that, you know, we came through and we got the win.
You guys have been cruising along pretty well, top three at the moment. Hobart having come off a 7-game skid. I mean, big win for them against Launceston. I mean, was that sitting in the back of your mind? You know, they'd have a bit of momentum having had that interstate rival victory in the last week.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. But, you know, I'm you know, got faith in our girls and I know that we'll come out strong tomorrow and, you know, that's all we can do is, you know, be together and be as a team and, you know, come out on the court and try and win. Big
game up on the northwest tomorrow night against Launceston. I mean, they've been fairly undermanned the last few weeks. Brittany Hodges having hamstring injuries, so she's potentially coming back into that squad. I mean, what do you look for as a scout going up against them? And, you know, what are you expecting against them?
We know that they're going to come out tough and we just have to concentrate on us and, you know, bring what we bring to the court and, you know, and worry about what we do as a team and, you know, and then the defense and the offense will come with it and that's what, you know, our girls are good at that. So it'll be a good game, it'll be a good match.
Too easy, Lauren. We'll let you go. Thank you very much for that. Player of the game, 21.16 rebounds. Back to you, Ronnie.
Thanks, JB, and great work there by Lauren Scherf tonight. Certainly our MVP of the game. Well, that will wrap us up here for now. Come back to us at 5 to 8. We're going to be on air for the men's game as the Hobart Huskies take on the Knox Raiders. We'll see you shortly.